What up? So it is Veda Day number 12, and the topic for today is, what do you love about video creation? Well, that's a very good question, but I think it's obvious. I think you can be insanely creative with video. I think the limits are boundless. You can really just explode into video creation. You can really tell the type of story you want to tell. Being that I come from wedding photography background, you have to get the shot in the moment for the most part. You're capturing the moment for the most part right there, and you want to make sure that you capture it in the best way possible so that you don't have to fix things in post. When you're bringing things in post, you're usually enhancing. The thing with video is all that is true, but there's this other side where it's like there's a magic that happens in the editing, the sequencing, the timing, the music, the angle, stuff that you just usually don't have to think about too much when you're shooting stills. And when you do video, there's just so much more that you can do. That's what excites me and what I love about video creation. Another thing would be that I tell my audience all the time, the lab rats, it makes me a better human being. I was just interviewed by Amy Robles on her podcast called Think and Rich, and we went deep, we went real deep. It was cool. Talked about how video has made me a better person as far as the self-development. It's insane. I don't know where I would be without having to put my thoughts and my processes on video for me to edit and watch, be really, really uncomfortable with, get better at it, and use it in my business, use it as a means of being better than who I was yesterday. And I think it's amazing. And so for those of you, we're getting to a point where we're like 2 weeks into Veda. I hope that you're feeling a little twinge of this, a little twinge of self-development happening within you, a bit of self-transformation. And sometimes, to transform and to change is painful, and that's why it's a daily challenge. It's uncomfortable. It's annoying sometimes to do it. Like, oh, I gotta do Veda. But that's why it's powerful, is because it pushes you beyond your comfort level of what you're used to doing. It mixes up the routine and it challenges you, and you can't have change without that uncomfortable growing pain. So I think it's really important that you guys remember that as you go through Veda, and as you go through the lulls of making Veda. And it's not just, it can be taken as a really silly fun thing, but it can also be taken as a very actionable tool for you to change the way that you make shit happen in your life. Like, if you can do this Veda challenge and you've progressed through it and you met the goals that you set for yourself with Veda, then imagine what you can do in other parts of your life, right? It's a very cool thing. I call it setting up your dominoes, okay? Setting up your dominoes so that you can create this crescendo of good shit that happens to you. A crescendo of good shit. That's good. Too long right for you now, about 4 minutes. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.